Next item will be B1 on page 2, presentation of Employee of the Fourth Quarter and Employee of the Year to firefighter EMT David Reeves.
Okay, let me read this. David began his career with Monroe County Fire Rescue on November 25, 2013 as a firefighter EMT. David has served as a volunteer firefighter with Station 13, Big Pine Key, for a year and a half prior to becoming a career firefighter with Monroe County. Shortly after becoming a career firefighter, David attained the necessary training and certifications to be assigned to Station 7, Key West International Airport, as an aircraft rescue firefighter. David's family was an interest in aviation, and he flies regularly in and out of Key West International Airport, making his assignment for him natural. He continues to be assigned to Station 7. However, you'll find David working at all Monroe County fire stations from time to time, serving the entire county. Post-Hurricane Irma, David used his connections with General Aviation to help fly firefighters from Sarasota and Manatee counties to perform work shifts to assist Monroe County residents recovering from the storm. Additionally, David created a grassroots initiative to organize our local Monroe County firefighters into work groups to travel around the hardest hit areas and provide free labor to help residents clean and clear their properties and homes. This program helped many, many people and provided hope and goodwill throughout our community. At work, firefighter Reeves is a real asset and true professional. David continually trains and drills to assure he is in excellent physical shape and keeps his fire skills sharp. He has an attitude of see it, own it, fix it. Monroe County Fire Rescue and Key West International Airport are fortunate and proud to have him. David and his wife own a home on Cudjoe Key and have 2 young daughters who attend Big Pine Academy. Please join us in watching David and his team in action as captured by Bay News 9 out of Tampa, Florida.
Thank you. You know, it looks like we could probably have a microphone that says on and off, but we now have to have a highly trained technician just turn them on and off. I guess that's a reflection of my age, but whatever. You know, during the recent hurricane, I think we gained a renewed appreciation for our first responders. Our fire department in general, everybody kicked in. Everybody worked at a level that was at some points almost too demanding. Throughout this, there were some people perhaps, there were some people whose service went well beyond. David was an outstanding example of that. His entire career has been an example of that, and today we would like to show our sign of appreciation for the work that you have done, do, and will do, because we understand you're here for a while. We would like to think that. Can you promise us that today?
Am I on camera?
Yes, you're on camera. Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Okay, well, we'll take that as a contract.
Thank you very much.
Would you like to have anything to say?
Sure. A little difficult for me. I'm usually a very private person. Just want to say I understand that this is the first time that Monroe County Fire Rescue has been given this award, and I'd just like to, on behalf of all my fellow brothers and sisters in the family, just want to say thank you very much. We greatly, greatly appreciate the recognition.
Well, these guys were out there before most of us could be, pushing down US 1, pushing 3 feet or more of debris off the highways so that we could just begin to even access the highway, as an example.
And everything the mayor said, I ditto, or I agree and recognize his appreciation, and I have the same. If I could, real quickly, I'd like to show a quick video that was done, and I think it'll really pop out at you what this young man, this young firefighter did for us in our community. If you would, please, sir.
Flickers of gold dancing across the water, the rising sun marking a new day in the Florida Keys.
If you look up right now, I mean, you couldn't tell anything was wrong. It's, Mother Nature at its finest.
She was not so kind weeks ago, anything but when Hurricane Irma came barreling through, leaving behind a paradise broken, the pieces piled high on the sides of roads and in front of homes now unlivable, at least for the time being. A look back up at the sky and another sight to behold, this time a plane landing at the Marathon Airport. On board volunteers hoping to put those pieces back together.
When something like this happens, I mean, it's our time to step up and be there for people.
How you doing, Emily?
These men are firefighters from Sarasota up through the Bay Area, flying down on their days off.
Yeah, they'll bring in 5, 6 at a time. Those guys will work for 24, 48 hours, and then off they go. And we keep it rotating. We've got a constant revolving door of guys coming in and out.
Driving from key to key, it's clear the team has their work cut out for them. Led by Monroe County firefighter David Reeves, they stop at this home on Falcon Lane.
Let's take a look. I understand we've got some mold issues here.
And with that, they get down to it. Wheelbarrow after wheelbarrow, full of debris, still washing up from the canal during high tide. Homeowner Gregory Salvechis can't sit still, even with a bandaged foot, infected after he stepped on a nail while trying to clean up by himself. The 78-year-old says he isn't used to being on this end of things.
You know, I used to be the handyman for the whole neighborhood. Everybody, something needs it. Gregory has it.
Take that whole piece, Chris.
Now these younger guys, as Gregory calls them, are taking over.
Get it up.
While the volunteers keep working, I want to take a moment to show you one of the major issues they keep running into. Take a look at the wall over here. This is the water line, easily 4 feet tall, and while this side of the wall looks relatively good, you can bet there's mold on the other side, meaning it's all gotta go.
As soon as we pull it down, this is what's inside the wall. So obviously you see how black and how it's been growing for the last 3 weeks.
Gregory's wife Dolores looks on as the drywall and much of the ceiling is carted away.
I just want to cry. You know, it's a disaster.
Every single house that we go to, that's exactly what happens. It's overwhelming to the point where people are ready to completely walk away from this life and not return. And if we can go to one of those homes and say, give me 4 hours and let me change your attitude in 4 hours.
That's the time it takes for these firefighters to turn a life around.
I want to thank you guys so much. You are fantastic. You are great. Thank you very much.
Yeah, we got you.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Me and my wife.
Yes, sir.
We've been here, 23 years and never seen anything like you guys done.
To be able to pick someone up, after they've been turned on their ear. Thank you for being a good man to our community. That's how we keep going. If you need anything else, you call me. Okay?
I appreciate it.
All right.
Leaving one house and on to the next. Plenty more to be done before the sun paints the sky again. This time marking the end of the day in a paradise not so broken after all. In the Florida Keys, Kate McVeigh, Spectrum News.
I don't want to take anything at all away from highlighting what David and those firefighters did from all over the state who he brought in. But there was also other folks. The National Guard got down here, got involved this year. There were so many other people, but we're just so proud of David and what he was able to orchestrate and move forward. And Mayor, thank you for everything you said and your kind words. And he received 2 awards. One was for the 4th quarter. That's what Commissioner Murphy has. And, of course, he's holding the Firefighter of the Year. So thank you all very much, and thank you, David.
Oh, we're not finished yet. I've always known I was twice as good as everybody else standing up here, and now I have the proof. Rice, Murphy, Carruthers, Coolidge, and Murphy. and the chief can have it.
We'll fix it, David. I promise. I'll bring it.
That made my day.
Thank you so much. And
Thank you very much, sir.
And I'd like to just say thanks to everybody, both in this county and out of this county, for the overwhelming response that we had trying to recover from this hurricane. We're not through yet. We probably won't be completely through for 5 years, but we've made a good start. Thank you.
Next item is bulk approvals.
Okay.
Okay, Miss Sylvia.